know, New Hope's known as one of the most haunted square mile in America because of its age, you know.
With the nose on their vacancy signs, there's no one beside you when your soul embarks. I will follow you into the dark. I will follow you into the dark.
Woo! Hello, my name is Danielle and welcome back to my channel. Today we are here in the beautiful city of New Hope, Pennsylvania. It is literally one of my favorite places to visit. I've visited here since I was little. New Hope, Pennsylvania is a very historical relevant site. They have so many quirky stores and so many awesome restaurants, and it's just really cool to walk around and see all of the historical monuments and things that they still have, and they're keeping up so that we can all enjoy them and learn American history. New Hope, Pennsylvania used to be the home of the Lenape Indians, but after that settlers came around the 1700s in some aspects. In December 25th, 1776, Washington actually came through New Hope, Pennsylvania to cross the Delaware River and surprise the settlers in Trenton. They also came through for the Battle of Monmouth, so it is a very historically relevant site. New Hope's first name was actually Wells Ferry. This used to be a halfway point between New York and Philadelphia on a ferry, and people used to come here to rest when they were traveling. It is about 10 minutes down the road from Washington Crossing Park, and Washington Crossing is exactly at the point where Washington crossed the Delaware River. As you can see, I am walking into the town now. It is amazing the types of things that you can see here. This is a canal that they used to drive all of their goods, and they have levees going all the way up and down the Delaware River, and the levees would help them raise or lower the boats so that they could get through all of the different terrain that they had here. A lot of like bike trails that come in through here, and you could take the bikes all the way through to Washington Crossing. I did that in high school and it was very cool. It would take you straight through to New Hope, which is really, really cool, and we had a lot of fun doing that. I think it was like something like crazy, like 22 miles long from the starting point to the end point. So this is the little city, and they have like really cute little shops, so I'll take you in some of them so that you can see what New Hope has to offer. They have, like I said, a lot of quirky, unique shops that most places don't have or don't see, so I'm gonna try to take you in like the weirdest ones to make it a little bit interesting. Like this one, this is really cool. We are now in the heart of New Hope, and we are at one of my favorite stores ever that the town has to offer. It's called Love Saves the Day, and it is kind of like a mix between an antique shop and an over 18 shop, and it's the coolest place ever. So I'm about to take you in there to see what they have, and yeah, so mask up. and I just, you know, wanna, yeah, just wanna know like a little bit about yourself and why you work here and what kind of made you drawn to this crazy store. Like,
okay, well, you don't know who you're talking to.
Are you the owner?
On me. I am the owner.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool. Okay, well,
you edit some shit out.
That's
so.
okay.
Okay. So what's your first question? I'm sorry.
So what made you open up this store?
Well, this store was originally opened in 1966. And it was in Manhattan, and then in the 1980s Madonna filmed Desperately Seeking Souls in our store, and that kind of put us on the map. And right after that we opened the sister store, which is this one here in New Hope. So for many years we had both locations of the New Hope location as well as the Lower East Side location, which is unfortunately no longer there. So we are
the only one.
Yeah, we're the only one. And I think the cool thing about our store is like New Hope's a constantly changing town. It's constantly, you know, things are moving and changing, and we're like the last non-changing thing. You know, like we're the last staple in town of the old hippie town, the old artist town, and we want to keep that alive as long as we can. And I'm proud to say that I'm doing my best to keep it going.
You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
I used to come here when I was 10 a lot with my family, and we moved away and I just moved back. And I'm proud to say that is the exact same, and it's the same store I love.
A little more organized. But other than that, yeah, because I have a little more OCD than the original owner. So.
So do you live here in New Hope?
Yeah, I do. I live here in New Hope. A bunch of my friends are here local in town, so that's nice, you know. I can go down in my PJs, have a glass of wine, and walk back without anybody seeing me. That's kind of nice. But yeah, New Hope's a great little town, and like I said, a lot of people are a little bit scared about the changes, but I'm excited about them. I think it's really great to see some new faces and new challenges and new prospects in town.
That's amazing. What would you say to bring some more people into town? What would you say is like the staple, and what is the one thing that would draw people here?
100% the history. I hear it all the time. Like, people come from all over the world to see where George Washington drank a beer and got drunk. You know, they come every year to watch the reenactment of them crossing the Delaware every year. The amount of history in town, you know, New Hope's known as one of the most haunted square mile in America because of its age, you know. So I think that's what draws people, is the history of town and the uniqueness of it. And of course, the beauty. I mean, we're right on the river. It's a gorgeous little town.
Right. Well, what do you think is the one coolest item that you have here?
Oh, yeah, I can't narrow that down. There's definitely some great items in the store, but it would have to be done by like category, you know, because we have some super rare vinyl pressings. We sell a lot of vintage vinyl, some super rare gowns and clothing, high-end labels from back in the day, some really cool jewelry pieces. It's just pretty much anything nostalgic we're all about. And like I'd say for me, that's just it. It's kind of like the whole store.
The whole store.
It is. It's the feel of the store. You know,
it is. It's very much the ambiance.
Like the ambiance, just the everything.
Right. Encompassed in one.
It's hard to point one thing out when there's so much of an overload of stimulation.
Exactly. Yes. Well, I do very much thank you for coming on this channel, and I love this store. It's like my favorite one.
Oh,
so thank you for like all of the memories that I've gained through the years, and being able to even come back and see it again. Like, that's amazing.
No, thank you. I feel completely honored. I'm so happy to be talking to you guys, and come visit anytime, take photos, videos, share all over the place. Let's just spread the love as much as we can.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I just found some really quiet place to sit. I got my caramel iced latte from a coffee shop called Fresh Market, and it is actually really freaking good. I can't even imagine living in this place like back in the 1700s. It would be such an interesting experience to kind of like look back in time and feel like you're in the place that was, you know, in such a pivotal point in our American history. Seeing people walk through and shop and eat and all of that and not really understanding that history is kind of crazy to me, that people can, you know, go through this whole place and not understand how important it is in our history books. I know there's a lot of places like that where people don't realize the history behind it, but this is just one of those places, and it's crazy to think that you could be immersed inside of something so deeply that you don't even realize that it had a pivotal point in our American history, or it had a huge part in our American history. So it's just interesting to see the types of people that now visit New Hope. It's cool because they want to enjoy themselves inside of the historic value, but then it kind of takes away from that little quaint town that used to be back when.
My name is Benji. I'm the other half.
Nice to meet you. I'm Danielle.
Alright, so I'm gonna go over some simple, safe instructions. You have your container jar, you have your wax towels, and these are the tools that's gonna help you build your candle. If it's big like this, the bigger pieces, you highly recommend putting it to the edge of your jar. And make sure you flex.
Well, welcome. They can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you. So as you just saw, I did just make my own candle. They have a soy wax company, the only black owned business here in New Hope, and they do have soy candles and all these different scents, and you make it and you break all the wax up yourself and you put it in a little container, and it was a lot of fun. So hopefully you liked all of that footage, and I can definitely show you the finished product as soon as I get it back. It is going to take about 20 minutes, so just know that you make a reservation, you go in, you make your candle, and then you have to come back and pick it up. But it is another awesome store or experience that you can experience here at New Hope.
Alright, we're gonna do a little billing. The candle came out awesome.
Thank you.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
Wow, look at that. Oh my god, it's so nice.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much. Hey guys. Well, thank you guys for coming along on this journey of this little quaint town called New Hope, Pennsylvania. I hope you guys enjoyed everything it has to offer. I really did. I really do want everybody that's watching this video to come and check it out just at least once. You have to experience it just at least once. And I'm sure that there's so many other places just like this all around the world that I'd be so excited to hear about. So if you know of somewhere that's just like this, please put it in the comments down below and I'll be sure to go visit it. I'm trying to travel a lot more and just experience things more. So I wanted to have you guys experience one of my favorite places to go that's pretty close to my house and my home. So thank you guys for experiencing this amazing place with me, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys next week.